not the best. It's not what I thought. You know, I think it was really just like the right to left. You think it's just kind of like
right back home.
it's right to left. But you think it's just kind of like flip your mindset. There's a lot like else that goes into it. So yeah, that's probably it though. I mean, I think I kind of like towards the back end of it, I think I started to figure it out a little bit, and you know.
I mean, so much new, right?
Mhm.
Different city, I mean, the West Coast,
Right.
different system, different condition, and the expectations. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
San Diego State is, you know, the program, but
No, say it. Say it.
not Ohio State,
No,
right?
not.
What was that like mentally for you to deal with, like, the criticism that you face social media or whatever else?
Yeah, I knew like this isn't like people love Ohio State. Like this is Ohio State. Like a lot of people take this here like this is the best program in the country. So like I knew I was gonna get that, and it was up to me. Like I took it as a like Josh, you gotta lock in and figure it out, and that's just kind of what I try to do throughout the season because I really started to like realize that like these are brothers or these aren't teammates, So I just kind of really started dialing like and really honing on my craft a little bit.
Josh, I think you had 3 penalties in the first 2 weeks, if none, all of November. Where did you see yourself go that allowed you to be so clean those last few weeks of the season?
Yeah, I mean, you start to get like more, like physically, obviously, you got to be like ready, but I think mentally that's where you got to start like tightening up a little bit because then you start playing in those Notre Dame games, those Penn State games, and then you realize like a penalty like that could literally like destroy the whole game. And once you kind of look at it through that lens, you know like you can't, like those are no, it can't happen.
You didn't really run when we talked to you last summer. You didn't really run from the fact that you had a couple of penalties at San Diego State. To have such a decrease, but also take such a big jump in the level of play that you were playing against. What did that mean to you? Did you take pride in that? And you kind of use that as an example of like, hey, I know I'm doing pretty well.
Yeah, I don't really try to look back, but I definitely try to look forward and just keep climbing up the ladder. Obviously, like I kind of looked at it like some tape from like from the past, and then like from like the year past, and it just kind of definitely gave me the sense that I was going in the right direction. I just had to keep going, put it all together.
What was it on the field that clicked for you in the second half of last season?
I think it was just kind of just awareness. Obviously, like another thing is like chemistry, knowing how Johnny plays, and the communications and how everything works, and really just understanding football. Once you kind of understand like how defensive linemen work, and you're going to get the best of the best in Coach J and the university. So I think that's what I kind of.
How can that chemistry be different with Donnie playing another year alongside him?
I think it's. I mean, even here, like there'll be things like sometimes we won't even have to communicate, but you just know. Like we've been through like a year of ball together, and it was great. But you can tell it.
What did you come into spring knowing that you needed to get done to feel like you're ready for it?
I came in knowing that just about everything. I mean, like obviously, I kind of feel like in terms of like physical attributes, I can kind of like move and I'm strong and stuff like that. But I think like there's a lot more to it that I needed to work on, even come close to what I can to me being able to help the team, like such as technique, awareness, just everything. Definitely communication. I think that's the biggest thing. Like when you're in those big games, like you got to be able to, calling out like a pressure might come and stuff like that. So just awareness of all.
How easier is it now that you know who Coach Fry is? Come into the summer, you get to start right away. Now you have a full spring with him. Is there a level of understanding how he coaches and what he wants from his players? And now you have him down better that can help you become a better player.
Yeah, he wants just 100% effort and just to work hard. Like obviously, like there's more to it, but like, those are the things that he wants you to do. He wants you to play fast, play physical. And that's something I pick at every day. Coming out here against the best of the best.
I know you look forward to that. When you look back on that, it's almost like I got to do that. All the stuff that was thrown at me, all the stuff I had to adjust to. You kind of look at that and that's a great learning experience for you for the future.
Definitely, but I kind of like when I committed here, I knew Coach Fry and the staff like they were gonna definitely like scope me into the player like that. Scope me into that. Yeah, like they know that like scope. I mean, like
scope.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like just kind of make me into that type of player. I mean, the development factor from Coach Fry that I've been getting is like it's like magic almost. So I mean, I'm just kind of keep going with him and keep riding with him.
Having a spring practice, having a summer, all that stuff. How much better?
I guess we'll see. I'm gonna keep picking at it, and we'll see what we'll be.
When players and coaches describe this recap,
guess, yeah, I would say sure, but I mean, I can't really take credit for something like that. You know, I was born like that. It was, you know, the man above kind of put that in my genes. So.
How much is running game changing, or nuance, whatever you want to call it, with Chip Kelly in charge? What have you noticed as little nuances or stuff?
I mean, maybe like little things. I mean.
The little things add up to big things, right?
They do. Yeah, they do. But
yeah. Where do you think you guys were lacking at some point last year in some of those matchups?
I mean, it was a whole new line, so I mean, like none of us had chemistry with each other. But other than that, it was a hard game. Nothing's gonna be like for sure what's going on. Like, you know, you're gonna have some hard times.
Yeah. Did Missouri test y'all about as well as anybody?
Just about, yeah. They were pretty physical.
What did you know coming out of there y'all had to get fixed?
To be honest, I felt like we just tried to go out there and just play hard. Like, obviously we knew number 6 was a really good player, so we just tried to make sure to keep him out of the backfield as much as possible. So that's really what we tried to go to.
Describe your game a little bit, Josh. What do you do well? What do you still want to work on the most? Just describe your game as a left tackle.
Yeah, so as a left tackle, like I feel like the number 1 job is to make sure nobody gets to the quarterback. And that's something that I try to do, make sure nobody kind of get around me or go through me or anything. Just keep the quarterback clean. Obviously, there's a lot more. You got to be able to be a well-rounded player and, you know, more people in the run and stuff like that. But like that's probably one of the biggest things. Make sure the quarterback's clean. Nobody gets clean.
Run blocking. How would you assess yourself in that area?
Yeah. So I mean, we have amazing D linemen to go against. They're always twisting and stuff like that. So in the run, they'll twist too. So you just kind of like, I guess you just gotta really stay technically sound. That's somewhat I'm trying to do.
Josh, if you're going against Mitchell Melton much this spring and stuff, what stands out about him? Obviously, he came back from a couple of knee injuries and stuff, but what just jumps out at you about him?
Yeah, you wouldn't even know he had the 2 knee surgeries. I mean, he's so, like the way he rushes, it's so, like, it's his signature rush. Like, it's something that it's probably he's probably like the hardest person I've had to block here. Yeah. If I'm being honest. Like, he's very twitchy, great with his hands. Amazing get off, and he has that sneaky power that if you're not really like setting for it, he'll get you. So,
and I want to get your take. You know, you came here from San Diego State. Your center, the guy's transferred in, Seth McLaughlin. Whether he starts or not, we'll see. I don't know. He's from Alabama. Is it amazing to you how college football teams are put together anymore?
Yeah.
Because he could be a key thing. And what does that just tell you about the game these days?
I mean, yeah. I mean, it can go anywhere. I mean, like Seth is a great player. I mean, he tells me like, you know, stuff that they did differently at Bama and stuff like that, and I try to take some of like maybe some advice he has, because he's been in college football for a little longer than me, so yeah.
Yeah, he seems like a grown-up, doesn't he?
Yeah,
he comes across that way, doesn't he?
Yeah.
What's the mindset of the line this year? Obviously, last year there were a lot of weaknesses. You went through the growing pains. What's the mindset of the position?
Play fast, play physical. I mean, there's obviously more that we're working on, and we're learning like each other. To be honest, like it's just like, you know, the right side is like kind of like gone a little bit. I mean, not with fire, but like, you know, we have like some people that compete. I mean, we're all competing. I know I am, and stuff like that. So I just we're just trying to play hard and play physical.
Now that you're close to the way through this spring practice, how helpful is spring? How necessary really is spring? Obviously, you wanted that last year.
It's very necessary, especially when you kind of got a new OC and stuff like that. It's best to kind of get, you know, comfortable with the scheme now, and then maybe like close to camp, because then like in like a few weeks, then you're at your week 1. So.
Your time last year, you were like, do you really have to lean on people?
I mean, Donnie's like, dude, I owe Donnie a lot. Like, he's an amazing player. He gives me like insight on just about everything. Like Notre Dame, I've never been like more nervous for a game than Notre Dame. I just kind of talked to him. He said, "We got it. Keep doing what you do," and we got through it. And we got over the W.
Probably learned a lot.
Oh yeah, especially.
All right, Josh. Thank you. Thank you, guys.